Hello, how are y'all tonight? I was sitting here and said, well, maybe I'll just do some psychic readings. Like this. So, trying to get this adjusted right. So, I hope you're all well tonight. I'm here at least the next hour to do some psychic readings. Hi, Naya. So, if you will join me, come on in. Hi, Naya. Why don't you subscribe if you want to? How can I help you, Naya? I need a new hat. I guess you can hear me. Thank you for subscribing. It is kind of chilly tonight. It was very cold last night, about 22 degrees. Um, was it Tuesday? We had a dusting of snow. Some of the flakes were big. It was very pretty for a while. I'm glad we didn't get a lot, but it was the first snow around here anyway, and it was nice. Fall and winter is my favorite time of year. Well, for some reason, when you asked that, I kept seeing an image of an airplane or airport or something like that. I'm in Virginia, and I'm not saying that's what you'll do, but I did see you around an airport taking a trip or an airplane. Um, but I think the career you're now, if that's what you're asking about, you may want to change or take a year off or something. But I do see some other things coming for you, changes. I think you'll do well in your career, but you may get a little bored in it and want to change up for a while. So I think you'll be successful. I do see eventually maybe quitting or working from home and open up some type of office and doing some type of work from home, maybe opening your own business. Yeah, I do see you okay, but I do think eventually you will open your own business, maybe from home or work from home or do something from home. So I see you venturing on out on your own after you've gotten some success. But I still saw that something about. Have you ever thought of been about on an airplane? What do they call them? Somebody works on an airplane. But I saw you around an airport and airplane in the future when you asked that question. But I think you'll do well in your career. I think you'll work in at least 5 years. After that, again, I'm being redundant. And next was a pilot. Maybe you'll run into them again. Maybe not, huh? But yeah, I do see that airport thing. But I don't actually think it's connected to him. Could be. But I do see again you starting your own business or working from home. I think you'll be confident and will like doing that too. That's I think the farther out future. Mimi for Dario and I. Tell me a little about Dario. Well, you're welcome, Naya. Be careful in red cars or around red cars, Naya. Careful who you get in car with too. So you're still hung up on this guy a little bit, huh? Mimi. Yeah. Now, careful with cars. I see maybe you should stay out of a red car or be careful who you ride with because some people out there are not, let's face it, all there. Maybe why don't you subscribe to um and you want him, Mimi? I'm a little fat too. I'm trying to lose weight. Well, Mimi, I think he's kind of. I see him talking to someone now, um, being concentrating on a little something else. But I think he may come around more before too much longer. Mimi, he may be more in a positive, happy mood. Hi, Karma. Please subscribe if you like. Yeah, I see him maybe being in a happier mood in the near future, which would be good for talking. Yeah, in his private life, Mimi, like he's concentrating on something talking. Yes, they do. I think just the other day, the person thought of you, Naya. No, not about business, Mimi, just about personal stuff or casual things. Not necessarily, Mimi. Okay, thank you, Karma. What's the person's name, Karma? One of the things that come to me, Karma, is not to ask what the person thinks of you, but kind of know. And then for that point, if you don't like what he thinks, try to change it or change that person's mind. Because you can sit around all day and say, "Oh, what does this person think of me?" And but I think most of the time people know if he's not there for you, he's not there for you. He's not talking. He's not talking. But if you know that point, you can do things to bring this person closer to you and open up communication. I think he's just thinking, Naya, what you were doing, stuff like that. He probably doesn't think about it as good as you think about it, Mimi, because he doesn't actually really know. You know, you seem to be more positive thinking about it than he does. But I think he'll learn later that you may be working better than him. Getting back to you, Karma, I don't think this guy knows you enough. Um, but I don't think he thinks anything bad. I think sometimes he's a little standoffish, Naya, but I think he sees you as an okay person. And when he doesn't, I think it's because of his pride or he's irritated. Hi, AP. Who is M, AP? What's the name? Yes, y'all subscribe. AP, what's the name? Manuel. I think he likes you, but I think he's just like that in general. So I think he likes you. I think he thinks he can have fun with you, even though sometimes you don't see that it come to fruition. Jamari Stevens, how do you want to subscribe? Your spirit guys instantly tell me, Jamar, you need to get some money. You need to make some money. Um, you take care of yourself first. Mimi. I think he's just like that in the morning. He likes to get things taken care of, and after he gets things taken care of, Mimi, he thinks he's all done. You know, maybe you should wait in the middle of the day or in the evening texting back. Not necessarily completely over AP. I think I see one as uh, definitely in January coming. Jamari. That rocks. Yeah, Jamari, just keep trying. Sir Mark. Oh, I see. Sir Mark. I think Sir Mark likes you, and I think also he likes himself too. So continue with that. Be positive. Try to have fun. Relax. I think friendship, but if you want to take it to another level, I think it's possible, AP. But I pick up something in you. Maybe you just kind of toying with this or playing with it. You're welcome, AP. You're welcome, Rocks. When you say that name, I immediately pick up a girl. What's is something associated with that's a girl associated with that name? No, don't cut him out of your life completely. Maybe a time you may need him. You may be someone he may be already may need his help. So don't cut him out of your life completely. It's always best to be direct, and state how you feel. And kind of what I mean by that too, like let people know degrees you won't go to. If you don't want someone playing games with you, say like, well, I'm not into games or whatever. But at the same time, be positive and nice if you can. Pete, it's like he has a guy friend too. Rocks this Pete guy. Are you sure you really have a relationship there? I feel something, but I feel like it's not connected. I think you should look in that and make that grow if you want to. Yeah, it was something about a guy. Does he have a? It's something about a good guy friend or some guy he thinks about. I picked up something about a guy. I was wondering if he didn't have feelings for a guy because that's what I immediately picked up too. It doesn't mean he's totally like that, but he may have some kind of feelings or need to be friends with this guy, and he may not even be friends with this person, and he may not realize it himself. She said, "No way." Well, that could be an indication. You know, rocks. That could be an indication. Hmm. But I think it may pass. I think he may think it's kind of casual. Nothing too negative. Your God's Mimi. What are your guys saying to you, Mimi? You just said that. I think your guys is telling me like stop. Don't get into that car, Mimi. What kind of what you get in the car with, who you go somewhere with. Is it really necessary to go all these places? And when you go out, do you really need to go? So I think about driving yourself, or maybe a family member going with a family member, and they're saying stop looking around. Maybe it's time to get a serious relationship. Um, Sarah Lone, I think Mark likes you, but he's getting like distracted. So you need to solidify how you feel, showing, and try to go from there. I think Tay likes you, Jamari. Just where you walk, don't trip over things. Subscribe if you like. Subscribe, subscribe. I think Rock's not to worry about everybody else in your workplace. Just do what you're supposed to do. And just like I said, be careful where you walk. It's a tripping hazard, I think. So be careful there. You're welcome, Sarah. You're welcome, Rox. Yes, Mimi. I have to watch that. I know. Hello, Paul C. from Portugal. How are things there? Like I was saying, Mimi, I know a girl who goes everywhere, everywhere. And I'm thinking, girl, you're going to get a car accident. She runs all over everywhere, or used to. Paul, my Spanish is not the best right now. So you'll have to talk in English. Any questions, Paul? Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want. Oh, evaluating me. Okay. Oh, you noticed that. I wonder if Paul wants to get back with his old flame. Was it Shanda? Well, Jamar, I think after end of this year or the new year, there may be a break of that. Things may change, and you may be able to go forward. You know, it's like the roadblock for your relationship to go forward will be removed. So if you still interested in that person, try again. Just take it easy. Actually, it's a big world too, Paul. How's the weather there, Paul? Only so far away. It's a little warmer here today. I think last night it was 22. No, I don't think it's karmatic. It's just issues in both of your lives. I think any karmatic relation may be a possibility later on in your life with a dark haired guy. Raining about 50. But I think, Jamar, you should kind of be aware of that and don't get too upset about it. Just move on. Keep on going down the road. Well, that's not real cold. What do they call cold there, Paul, in Portugal? Do they get really scared when the temperature drops? I imagine it's hot there. AJ, I think you could have one with, but it's going to be in time. Um, Doria will always be kind of like a middle of the road feeling, or Dario rather. I keep saying Doria. Yes, I see that. Yes, I think it's very possible. I see that. Yes, Nail. Sometimes I forget to say the name. Yeah, I think all that will come to pass now. About 50, Paul. Maybe you're just tired of it, Mimi. Maybe sometimes it's good just to sit back and read a book. No pun intended. But sometimes you got to take a break, Mimi. And after you do that, other things come around and you get your second wind. Always be in the mind to move ahead. It doesn't mean you give up on people, but you always stay in the mind to move ahead. You won't be holding yourself back, down in the dumps. Yeah, Mimi. Yeah, was it you? I said I think you would start your own business, or was that someone else? I'm getting them a little mixed up. I think it was you, Naya, because you asked about the accounting. Yeah, like I say, I think you're going to branch out later on in later years, later on in time, not a long time, but later on. I saw someone meeting someone during Thanksgiving, maybe at a dinner. So I think it was either Mimi or Naya. Let's see which one said that. Okay, yeah, Naya, that was you. Yeah, Naya, I think branching out on your own, sweetie pie. I think you'll be there for a little while longer, sweetie pie. But I do see you going on starting something else. So I think that will come, but not right away. Yeah, I picked that up, but don't go too fast. Yeah, it's time to It's time for you, I think, to changes are coming, sweetie pie. Alex, I kind of feel yes and no. Maybe a little longer than that. Friendly business now. Um, I think yeah, it'd be friends, but it may not feel as strong as you want it to feel at the beginning. I pick up three me. I think two male, one female around you now, or around your, or around you. A question of you. I think they will if you be positive and try. There will be good changes coming. Maybe be a little fast paced or aggressive as far as work goes. I think you may have, but it's like you didn't really connect. You saw this person, but I think that's to come, Jamari. Yes, Mimi. Maybe a little longer, Jamari. I feel like this summer might not be the right timing. Quite possibly, LS. Yeah. No, not necessarily. Sometimes they're like they're in their own space, Mimi. You know, you're welcome, LS. Well, I think near the end of the month, Miss Shantae, I like that name, by the way. Shantae! I think you may have a check or some money coming at the end of this month. Now, I won't say a great deal, but I think you have some money coming. And I think you may have a period of luck that you could buy a scratch ticket or lottery ticket, maybe win a little something or in a contest and later be picked the winner. So I think you expect some money at the end of this month. Not by the end of this month, end of next one, for sure. Yeah, I do too, but I haven't been that lucky with Shanta. I feel like for some reason you had a chance to make money one time, maybe, but you passed it up. And after that, they kind of went on. But um, I think they're saying like you need to be a little more serious in making money, Mimi. Actually, maybe a little quiet, Jamari. Maybe not as fast paced. It's like you need a little rest there. So if you could do that, it would be good. Good, subscribe, Maria, Marissa. Nice meeting you. I think the beginning, Paul, might be a little bumpy. but I think it will get better. I think it'll be a year where you're going to think about what you're going to do, what you're going to do there, and maybe a clue or hint to later in years plans. The Chinese lady's crazy. I had to quiet or is that quit? Oh, yeah, you need to move on. I see February, Miss Shante. Someone new. February next year, which seems like a long time, but when it comes, you're just glad it's there. But you're gonna meet up with an older friend or someone a little older, Miss Shante too, and you're gonna laugh and have fun with this person coming too. No, I don't think they do, Mimi, for some reason. I don't think they like that person too much. Yes, I feel like I pick up the number three for some reason when you ask that, Marissa. But I feel like the person thinks of you, and it wasn't that long ago when they thought about you. You woke up, Miss Shante. Maybe a little more, but it's like they're saying he's a little airhead to them. Yes, Marissa, when you asked me that question, the number three come up. I don't know if that has to do with time, but um, I feel like the person thought about you not long ago, so they still think about you, Marissa. You're welcome. Think that's funny, Mimi, huh? You feel what's now? Have brown sugar. Good. Subscribe. I don't think he'd realize it if he got his car by brown sugar, but I think he didn't make a direct hit if he did. Yes, he thinks about you from time to time because he knows I think you were more real than the others, and you were the only one who would probably put up with things or take the time or actually care. But that doesn't make them change. A lot of times, they just go on their plain ways. I think so, brown sugar. Just to be here, Jamari. Just do the things you do. Yes, it was brown sugar. Guess I think you will. It may not be that easy to find, a job for that, but I think you should expand yourself more, Mimi. Acquire other talents. I think someone else is coming, brown sugar. I think he doesn't hate you. I don't think, brown sugar, but that's just how he is. I think you want to move, maybe, or maybe you don't. I think you may be moving, but it won't be right away. I do see you talking to an older lady, maybe a relative, and maybe moving out that way or something too. Yeah, not right away, brown sugar. Now, wait a minute. What stupid dog, Paul? I think talking, maybe counseling, helping people see or realize things, Mimi. Now, would you give me that mystery machine, Paul? But then again, I don't want to accept anything stolen. What are you going to do with the mystery machine? It's hard sometimes solving those mysteries. You know who that reminds me of, Paul? Do you know who Sandra, Carol, and Larry is? When you said those meddling kids, I don't think he is brown sugar, but I think he was trying to get on the path. That, well, maybe yes and no. I think he isn't right now because his mind is not set like it should on the right things, brown sugar. I think he'll learn and will go on. Whatever you decide, Jamari, actually. Yes, Mimi. What do you mean, Paul? You thought you could help me out with that? You want to steal the mystery machine? Well, I can't help you with that, Paul. Uh, MZ Bish. I see him going away not too long from now, but he may be back, brown sugar. But I think this things in his head will get clearer later, and he'll go on the road he's supposed to go on, brown sugar. Like someone's kind of protecting him too. Forrest is kind of protecting him a little bit, brown sugar, something there. Jinkies, Paul. Yeah. No, I don't think you should burn Bridges Jamari, but don't get involved in negative things they do. I think your circle of friends may become more active with you. Oh, I say mid-summer, maybe by next year or not too long from now. Well, that's good brown sugar. I did. Was he working towards something or going to join something? Because I saw that coming. It's like something he wanted to work for. But do I think that will eventually start or continue? You need a cat, brown sugar. What did he mention, brown sugar? Maybe. Meanwhile, they don't. I don't think they hate him, Mimi. It's just they're not particularly fond of him. I think it's something to do with what he's doing, where he's going at the moment, attitudes. Wow, Mimi. No wonder they don't like him. That's a good question, brown sugar. We need to talk about that with him because I feel like he's not going to be able at the moment to have the finances to live somewhere. He can't live out in the street or the woods or whatever. Mimi. Well, you need to get that stuff straight, Mimi. You don't want to have a relationship with someone doing that. That needs to be talked about, Mimi. I think you are, but I feel that they say get a little faster, speed things up a little, Jamari. Get a little force behind you. You dream of guys a drug deal in a strip club. Well, if he's actually doing that, it's probably why you dreamed it. Probably afraid he's become one. I feel like it may be the second try, Jamari, but I think it will. I don't think he's embarrassed, brown sugar. I think he will overcome it. I see his head getting more clear and more straightforward in time to come. But I wouldn't be so quick to push him out, or even though I know it's a burden. Sometimes you just want to go on with your life. You feel like you've done this, and you've done your part. But I think sometimes later in life, people need each other, and I can see that coming. Yeah, and it's really hard to find good doctors because sometimes they just prescribe medicine that's doesn't really help. It only makes them feel worse. This stuff is so expensive too, brown sugar. If is it possible he could get on disability? You don't get Medicaid, Medicare. Doesn't pay much, but that's better than nothing. It's much easier to get on that with you have a mental disorder than a physical one because a lot of times they think, well, you may have a bad back or heart, but you can still do this. Yeah, he should try for that. You know, talk to his doctor and tell him what he wants to do. He looking into disability and get the paperwork filled out, and I think they get back with you within 90 days. And if you get accepted, they give you back pay too. I think he would get it, brown sugar. It's just a matter of applying. It's much easier, I think, if you have a mental disability than a physical one to get that. I don't know why. Hi, Crystal. Brown sugar, be careful when you're going out during this time where people are shopping and stuff for Christmas. Be careful. You're driving and stuff, especially around near a mall. Just be aware. Like I need to tell you that. Well, good night, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Don't dream of that mystery machine. I think they like you, but I feel like he can be irritated easy. You probably know what I'm talking about. Oh, I guess some people, men or anyone, don't like that. Shantae. Yes. Yep. I think you could get it, but I think a manager won't like it at first. But I think they will get over it. So I think you have a chance of getting it. Go for it if you really want it. Well, I think he's just kind of like that. I think he kind of thinks like, well, maybe I need to think about this first. Hi, Angela, Crystal. I immediately pick up Crystal something about you staying calm. If someone knocks on your door and someone says something, don't go blabbing or discussing it. Just stay calm. Maybe stay around your house. Be careful. You know it's a busy time, Crystal. Be careful. That's what I pick up mainly for you. Hi, Angela. Angela, I feel like you're mad at someone or something or brooding. Good, Angela. You're welcome, Crystal. Atika Abdullah. That's an interesting name. Hello. Puzzle of life. I think next week, Puzzle of Life. He may be too weird to be one, Angela. I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, but is he more like eccentric? I think you should look into it more, Angela, to see if he's exactly like that. Okay, how are you, Atika? Sweetie pie, you need to make a pie. Oh, what did they say? What they said at the doctor's office one time when the doctor was slow, he said he needed to get some grease under his feet to get going. Yeah, I think he needs a little bit of grease under his feet. Maybe he's a little bit lax, Angela. Good, Atika. Maybe next Wednesday. Um, I pick up maybe a man coming back. Could be a family member. Maybe some dilemma. Maybe a little trouble. AP. Or maybe not actually trouble. Some issues. Um, some things to take care of next year. I see maybe summer, close to September. AP. Eh, well, maybe he's just nice to look at, Angela, because you don't want him to be a hoe on you. Do you want to know anything, Atika? No, sweet pie. I think I see something about you baking, doing stuff like that, and I see you talking, and it's very nice to look at, Angela. Okay, I think he noticed you and liked you, Antika, but is he got some brooding issues about some situation around there or in his life that's taking his attention? I think you could casually speak to them. Maybe do it soon, and don't plan on the university. That may come through for you, but don't plan on other people working things out for you. Yes, I think he does, but sometimes I feel like he plays, childlike silly. I think you're gonna have to try to get that business, sweetie pie. I think you will though. Oh, thank you, Atika. Yeah, I think like a man and maybe like a family member, older man, not real old but older, coming back into life, a situation uh, that has to be dealt with. Don't get stupid about it, Angela. I think yeah, I think it's all at work, outside of work, but be careful where you go though, Angela. I pick up. Don't go to shady establishments. February, I think, AP. I think they will if you explain it, which I think you've already tried to. Maybe 3 AP. Again, I see something for February for you too, sweetie pie. I keep seeing you fooling with a pumpkin like you're cutting it up or something. Maybe that's something you'll be doing next year and meet someone, sweetie pie. And that sounds crazy, but I feel like before that, you're gonna make some pies, sweetie pie. Okay, good puzzle of life. Flirting with him to distract yourself, or one here to distract yourself. You can ask them as you want to, Atika. I think just to be there, AP, and you'll have to see what comes of it. Yeah. Yes, I say. I think it was February. I saw something, sweetie pie. Okay. I think there will be a beginning with Mark, but I think someone else is coming too. I don't think it's going to work with a certain relationship AP has. I think you're already there in his mind, and I think sometimes it goes back and forth. I feel like the move is not going to come real quick, sweetie pie. Yeah, that's good, Angela. Yeah, what better to do? Puzzle of life. Just joking. I think she does, and she probably doesn't care. She may have done it intentionally, but later she may turn her heels, and act differently and go on talking about something else. So I don't think it was your last probably seeing her. Not right now, AP, but I think will be. I think this person's gonna go away for a while, sweetie pie, but they may be still within the company or the location, and they may come back. I think he may be in a waterfront or a lake area. That's all I see about that AP. I don't see a lot of change in his life, but it's the same issues. I think it'd be modest, sweet pea. I think perhaps some Atika. You have to go for it though, Puzzle of Life. I think you will. Mm, it was more strong when I was younger, a child. I think some, sweetie pie. I think you already know that. I think listening and intuition. I don't say soulmate, possible future husband if that's what you want. But I think uh, you may put that on hold for a while, or fate may put that on hold. But I think someone else is coming to your life. I think this things you need to do before all that takes place. You need to meet people, experience people, and I think that will happen first. Rochelle, 2 years. I feel AP. You're welcome, Rochelle. I don't think necessarily yours, puzzle of life. Maybe a little, but maybe not exactly a romantic Atika. Like there's two other people you have to experience in your life. I think that are coming. I think you may get interested in an older guy in the future too, and he may want you to marry him and move to a foreign land. But I don't think that's necessarily uh, good because I think he's a little too old, and he has issues. Work puzzle of life. Maybe you may get to set this one out, blossom and rest. That would be most positive. I feel for you. I see money, AP. Something to do with money. You're welcome, blossom. Yes, yes, Tika. Next row in two. Something like your job is like what you're doing, puzzle of life. He likes you, but it's kind of waiting. What are you going to do next, AP? Yes, puzzle of life. 2 to 3, Rochelle. Yes, blossom. I think more subdued, Atika, which I think you need. You don't need these suave acting players. You need some more subdued, maybe some more quiet, someone a little bit serious, a bit more mature. That's what I see at Atika. Yeah, it sounds good, Atika. You mean the letter for you, Puzzle of Life? I mean, why they didn't want to do a letter for you? Well, sometimes the person wants to initiate the letter. Um, it depends on the personality between the person doing the letter and the person receiving the letter too. Do they do they mix? Some people just don't like to do letters. They don't like to recommend people. Almost like you're gonna save someone's life, Rochelle. Um, I think you're gonna be doing something, helping someone, getting involved in something. That's what I feel, Rochelle, in 2020. Yeah, puzzle of life. Maybe within 3 years, Atika. No puzzle life. Some people just don't want to get involved in things, you know. And you probably see a lot of those other things. My cat keeps looking at me. I think you could if you wanted to, Rochelle. You know, I think you can make that work. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Maybe to be near you, Mimi. No, he's probably just trying to do it for someone else or make money. Possibly, but I think someone will be there and will be a solution puzzle of life. Could be Mimi. I think so, Blossom. Not too much longer from now. You're welcome. Yes, I think they will. Ask someone in your department, puzzle of life, about the letters. You know, like a chain of command. Who do you go to? Who's the person you go to? I think positive. Seeing some people coming. Um, I think having fun. AP. This sounds totally crazy, but I picked up something like some kind of jelly or jam or preserves. AP. Something about I see you there and you're making something or something, talking and smiling. I know that totally is crazy, but you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Atika. I think it'll be stronger later. It's like toned down a little bit right now, but I think it'll get stronger again. Could be, but it's like it has something to do with other people. AP. All right, been very busy. You may have missed some cues to talk, communicate. I think that's what the person is waiting for. Maybe not this time, the next time after this, probably. Yeah, AP. It must have been that freshener you sprayed.
You didn't just spray something real that's still from when I left.
I see something about 40,000, Rochelle. Does that sound too much?
How much? What? 40,000 for what?
This personal here.
What?
Not you.
You're asking me 40,000 is too much.
It'd be nice if it was more, huh, Rochelle? Hold out for it. Fight for it. Yeah. Okay. Well, like I say, busy. Uh, Needs to be more communication there on your part. Yes, Blossom. Try to get more Blossom. I do, sweetie pie. Maybe not right away, but I see it coming. Yeah, I know, Rochelle. Yeah, and you should make sure you document all of that and make them aware of that. Yeah, I know, sweetie pie. So do I. Maybe we can go in together. Go to the car dealership together. Maybe. Even if you do, I think there'll be times you'll be apart. Yes. Yeah, I think you will, AP. Thank you, Atika. It'll be with some of them, Blossom. I think. Do you really feel like Mark is the right one to move with? I have to question that. We shall see, AP. Maybe some hesitation with that. Wasn't alive. Probably not Blossom. It's going to be close to the wire. Yep, supposed life. Oh, those inner feelings, huh? Um, Actually, a few years, but I've only started doing something recently, for the most part. Blossom. Just don't throw it all away, Rochelle. Set on it for a while. Don't waste it. Well, she's kind of stupid, AP. I shouldn't say that, but she's not as bright. She's kind of stupid towards certain things. I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know what I mean. Maybe, but probably not puzzle of life. Yes, I think it's coming. But just see what happens. Well, I don't think she realizes things are aware to her, AP. Well, I think she's there in his life because the things he's doing wrong, AP. Closer to 50, probably, puzzle. Thank you, Rochelle. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye. No, no, AP. Yes, yes, puzzle of life. Well, guys, I'm going to go in a few minutes. Do you have any last questions? And I'll be back on tomorrow night. I think inside AP he does. Okay, any more questions? I'll put the email down below. Well, did I tell you that, Blossom? Not too much longer. No, AP, I don't think so. Not overall. Your abundance, not sure what you mean by that, but I think getting people to help you, maybe some money, puzzle of life. Kind of official, but I don't think it's a long playing record. I don't think it's for a long time. I think you will. I think you will blossom. Like I say, don't throw it away. And if you invest in something, know what you're getting. Don't invest in something you know in your heart won't work out. Is it either one puzzle of life? Not 100% AP. Positive habit. Did not answer that earlier puzzle of life. Never really gotten over AP. Puzzle, positive things. I think someone's going to help you. I do see money. I see people talking to you. Puzzle of life. Okay. I see about the same as the other person, 40, 50,000. But I think you were thinking more. What were you thinking, Blossom? Not at the moment, and not then either. Maybe the past or later on. Puzzle. No depth in that person, AP. Still have depth. Yeah, something is better than nothing. It sure is. No, I think she doesn't have enough depth. Depth. She's not real deep. Depth, not depth. Good name, Puzzle of Life. It holds a lot. And she probably wouldn't care, AP, if it was a death around her. Later on, I think you will, Blossom. Watch them Fayetteville people, though. No, AP. Okay, Blossom. Night. What do you mean, Puzzle of Life? Earlier said, oh, the name isn't gray. Why did you say that? That's see, Blossom. I think for the shallowness, AP. I think if that's what you want, maybe. I feel it may be. It's almost like you summoned that puzzle. I think that person holds attention. Yeah, that's about right, AP. You know who it is. It's the same old story. Okay, puzzle of life. I think he does, AP. Go ahead, be specific, Puzzle of Life. Well, you could try to make him, Puzzle. That's something you have to try to do. You have to set that in motion if that's what you want. But I'm not sure it is. We'll just go with it, AP. Talking, getting his attention, Puzzle. Are you following me, Puzzle? I think so, AP. That's a lot of people, Puzzle. Maybe three. Yeah, I understand, Puzzle. Some people, though, never shut up on social media. Well, guys, any more questions? I'm going to be heading out. I don't think Al does. I don't think they like her a lot. It's like been there, done that. Moving on. Thank you. Yes, AP. Well, guys, I'm going to head out. Probably this month, if not next month, Puzzle. Any more questions, people? Yes. Yes, AP. Bye. Anyone else? You're welcome, Puzzle. Actually, within 3 months, I think, AP. Bye, Jamari. Well, I'm closing. Have a good night, people. Bye bye, AP.